I remember the time when I ain't had shit. It was a time I was down bad on my ass, bitch. Now you see me stunned with this cash, bitch. Getting money. When I was younger, I ain't have it. This a true story, true story.
Real quick, I just want to let y'all know, if y'all want me to promote your YouTube channel, I can absolutely do that, just at a cost of $40, right? And within that $40, I will promote your YouTube channel verbally in one of my YouTube videos, right? I will actually show a screenshot of your channel, and I will also promote it on my IG Instagram story. Boom. And you can, if you want me to promote your YouTube channel, you can email me at axaclass1992. Again, that's axaclass1992, and it only costs $40. Shouts out to the YouTube channel Mama Ty and Ja, which that name alone is clean. Gotta be honest with you. So on this channel, they do mukbangs, story time, pranks. And what I love most about your channel is that the fact that this is a family channel. You know what I mean? You're making the videos with your kids. And shouts out to Pooh, and all shouts out to the newest member to the family coming in 2021, because having a kid, having a baby is a very beautiful, amazing thing. But I really love your mukbangs, because it's like every time I watch one of your mukbangs, it's like I'm there with you. I don't know if it's because how you set up the camera, or it's the energy that you're giving off, or the vibe, but I definitely love your mukbangs and what you be eating. Hey, no! Stop it. These cats gonna be the death of me, I'm sorry. But y'all be making me hungry as hell. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, I just be finished eating, and I see one of your mukbangs, I'm like, hey, let me get some crab legs and all that goodness. But yeah, shouts out to this channel, because it just seems like they're having a hell of a good time, and that's mainly what it is. You're just having a good time, and you're doing it with your family. So that's what's up. Please go check them out. Please go subscribe. And please, Mama Ty and Ja, keep up the good work. Shouts out to y'all. Okay, so two things. Two things. One, I'm not gonna have any popcorn in this video, because to keep it real, my stomach is like on 1,000 right now, and I don't. God damn, bruh. Oh my God. Why is it that cats be clucking up shit, but dogs, they don't? What the f? Y'all hear that? Hold on. I'm gonna do this in real time. Hold on. Let's see what this mother clucker doing. Over here messing with the blinds. No! Stop it. Move. You clucking. Go. Wow, you didn't even go. You just laid right there. Why? Get the fuck off me. Why are cats so goddamn... Ah! These cats are gonna be the death of me one day. That's what, man. Again, I'm just wearing underwear. So I'm not, you know what I mean? I don't want to show all that, but I lost my train of thought. It's just, it's probably the last time I will ever watch Cats. This mother clucker is just running all over the place, climbing shit, going through shit. But the other one is just over here laying down 24/7. I might just punch Lucy in her goddamn throat. I'm joking, obviously. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't like harm animals, but excuse me. Oh God, I lost my train of thought. Lucy just be clucking up everything, man. And I got scratches all over my body. I hope y'all can hear that. But I've been talking way too much. Okay, snap. You got your God. It's just Lucy is just like my cords are all chewed the hell up, clucked up. My workout mat got clucking scratch marks in it. You got your, hey man, you got your snacks, you got your Carter Buddy, got your Adidas. Alright, let's get it. And I've seen a couple of comments saying that these cats are my new Carter Buddy. No, they not. No, they not. They going back August 2nd, 2020. That's when they go back to the waifu, sexy ass owner. But yeah, these are not my cuddle buddies. I don't know. No. God. Mine snub. Why is it that a cat just clucks up everything? But a dog can just be chilled as hell. Because Peanut was chill as hell. But, okay, I've been talking way too long. Don't worry, I'm going to put like a timestamp of when the reaction actually starts in the comment section below. Hold on, let me find the video. Lucy's pissing me off on everything. What's her name? 3, is this it? Okay. Alright, let's get it. Sup? New house. Oh God. I heard story number 3 got like a.
I bought my first house that I currently still live in 2 years ago.
Okay.
I was in the unpacking and settling in phase.
Right.
At the time, I was single and living alone, but I just figured it was time for a house. I had a couple friends over to help me unload the truck full of boxes, and I paid them with food since they wouldn't accept money. They hung around for a few hours after just to hang out. When my friend Dale went to the bathroom, he came back and said he heard some noises from inside the walls.
What?
And it sounded like there were some pipe issues. I took note of it.
Is it though? Is it really pipe issues? Because there's a difference between hearing pipes in the walls and something going on with the pipes than hearing somebody, an actual person. In the walls. Because if you don't know the difference, then this doesn't help, because Lucy scares the hell out of me because she's quiet and she sneaks up on you. And I'm reacting to a horror video right now. Like, come on, Lucy. God damn it. God, Lucy has made me lose my train of thought. Oh, okay. So there's a difference between pipe issues in the walls and then somebody in the walls. You telling me you don't know the difference? That's cat. You know? When that word capping, cap ahoy, first came around, I wasn't really a fan of it, but now I say that a lot. I don't really say it in the videos though, but I say it, you know what I mean, like off camera, like when I'm at work or I'm with my friends or whatever. I may start saying it in the videos, I don't know, but yeah.
And the two of them left a little later. Since it was a Saturday, I stayed up pretty late on my laptop watching Netflix.
Right.
However, I was hearing some light thumping sounds from above me.
Yeah,
which was odd because my bedroom is upstairs. The only thing that could be above me would be the attic. Then I remembered Dale's comments about the noises from inside the walls. I went to the attic door and pulled it down.
Wow!
I actually had to take a deep breath because I was a bit nervous. I climbed the stairs into the attic and pulled the light switch down. One very dim yellow light buzzed on, just barely lighting up the attic.
Wow.
The noises in the walls stopped though. Either that or the noises just weren't coming from the attic, I imagined. With no boxes up there yet, it was just basically a big empty space, and I could clearly see no one was up there.
It's a big empty space. But it's like, you got so much room up there for cluckness. And it doesn't help that you have a very dim light in the attic, which is also a cluck, you know what I mean? What did I call it? A cluck room? Cluck space? Really? A dim light? It couldn't be bright as hell. It could not be bright as hell.
The only things in the entire attic were a couple giant framed paintings leaning on one of the walls.
Sus.
I went back down to my room and tried to get some sleep, but I heard the noises again.
Wow.
Now I started to fear there was a small animal on the walls, like a raccoon. The sound still seemed to be coming from directly above my room. It had to be in the attic. So once more.
Okay, look, so you can do this. How about, clearly, there's something in the attic, or someone in the attic. How about you close the attic back, and then Adidas lock it? That way, you don't got nothing to worry about. Because if you just put a regular lock, you know, on a door of the attic, you might as well not even have a lock on it. But if you put an Adidas lock on it, you good. You super good. You super duper good.
To the attic and looked to where I thought would be directly above my bedroom. The thing is, the attic didn't seem to extend the entire length of the house, so there's a wall covering where the section above my room should be. I walked over to the wall just to listen for potential noises, and I did hear noises from the other side of this wall. Then I looked at the two paintings leaning on the wall, how they were slightly angled. My heart started to race. I walked to the paintings and slightly angled one upwards off the wall, revealing a big hole in the wall. It took a few seconds for the reality to sink in. As I held the painting at an upright position, the painting was suddenly pushed out of my grip to fall flat on the floor. I nearly had a heart attack. Out from the hole came this sickly-looking girl. She seemed to be high on something. She was shaking, making weird noises, and she would start this creepy laughing.
Okay. You said she's shaking. Bitch, my heart is shaking. I hate when you do that, Mr. Nightmare. Like, you would have like a jump scare and then immediately continue to talk as if you didn't make my heart just shake a little bit. You need... Hey! Wow. So now this other cat who just lays there 24/7 is how do you I can't snap. Is, how do you say it? Nah. Not biting, but nibbing or something. I don't know what it's called, but not biting. You're not biting it. It's like what a toddler does. Just, I don't know. It's not biting. You're not like fully biting. You're like nibbing. Nibbing? I don't know what it's called. But they're doing that. She's doing that on my light cord. If my shit go out, that them two bitches about to be out. Shit. Yeah, but messing up, I hate when you do that. I love it, but then I hate it.
She grabbed onto me and dug her nails into my shoulders so hard I screamed.
Wow.
And pushed her as hard as I could off of me. She fell backwards into the secret room, and I ran to the exit and shut the attic door behind me. I locked myself in my room as I called the police and reported that a crazy, dangerous person was in my attic. Cops arrived within 5 minutes. 3 cop cars ended up pulling up, and there were a total of 5 police officers in my house. 4 of them went into the attic, and I heard the struggle. The girl screamed like a creature, and it sounded like she was trying to attack the officers, which led to her getting tased. They finally managed to get her in cuffs and carry her out of the attic and outside to one of the cars. The girl had to be like anywhere from 25 to 35 years old, but like I said, she looked sickly. While the officers were still in the house, I went into the attic to examine the secret room. Inside was a pile of blankets, a dirty pillow, a lot of food wrappers, and human waste in one corner.
Ew.
It seemed as though this girl had been up there for a long time. It was truly a nightmare to discover this on my first night in my new house. The girl was taken to a nearby psychiatric center to get her the help she needed.
She need more than that. She need, like, Adidas help or some shit.
My dad helped me buy my first house when I was 28.
Right.
I was never spoiled, but my dad always had a lot of money. And when I wanted a house, he lent me a large amount of cash. The previous owners of the house were an elderly couple. As far as I know, the husband died many years before I moved in. The wife died just a few weeks before I bought the house.
So now you're dealing with spirits.
The son of the couple who sold me the house kept a lot of the furniture in the house for me.
No, I'm
He took
good.
only what he really needed or wanted, which made things...
Bitch, take everything that was previously in this house. You know what? Just tear this house completely down and just build me a new one. Because I would say just take everything that these old clunkies touched, because now they're spirits. You know what I mean? So it's like they just gonna be in the house just cause. But I feel like they wouldn't be in the house if everything in the house itself was brand smack and new.
Here for me, less furniture to buy. I did dump some of the more outdated stuff on the curb though, including this old rocking chair that was sitting in the living room.
Hell nah.
A lot of the furniture just had an older, creepy vibe that I didn't want in the house.
Oh yeah?
The next day, I was cleaning out more junk in the upstairs section of the house for most of the day. A lot of it was heavy lifting, so I'd take breaks in between, and this ate up most of the day. I didn't really get an ounce of sleep the night before, as I have a mild form of insomnia which affects me certain nights. That second night, having moved into the house, I went out to get some Chinese for dinner because I had no energy to cook. When I got back, I was disturbed to find the front door was unlocked.
What?
Now, I truly don't remember if I had simply forgotten to lock it or not. I wanted to believe I forgot.
What do you mean? How do you not know if you locked the door? What? You put the key in and then you turn. What? Okay, now you want some. Okay, now you want. Okay, all right. You doing that? Okay, all right. 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 All right. All right. All right. Okay.
But it just seems so unlikely I'd forget to do that, especially with my brand new house. I started flicking on every light of every room on the main floor. The more light, the safer I'd feel. I then proceeded up the stairs to do the same there, in the common area and in all 3 bedrooms. There was also a basement to the house that I'd only been down inside once at that point.
A basement?
It was not a big basement like you would expect, though.
That's a
It
basement?
was kind of just a small storage space where the washer and dryer happened to be.
A basement is a
I
basement.
was already feeling a lot more confident that I had just simply forgotten to lock the door.
It's a
I
basement.
still had to check the basement before I could confirm this.
Basement.
I opened the basement door and I flicked on the light. As I got halfway down the stairs, I saw an old rocking chair sitting in the middle of the basement. I didn't remember it being there the first time I saw the basement.
Man.
And when I stood over it, I could swear it was the same rocking chair I had thrown away the night before.
Man.
If not the same one, at least an identical one. I looked around the basement though, and there wasn't anyone down there. So I did calm down just a bit. I headed back upstairs to eat my Chinese food. I remember leaving the basement door cracked open though, which sat right next to the kitchen. I started hearing rickety, creaking sounds from downstairs.
You got it.
I ran to the basement door and I tried to turn on the light, but it wouldn't turn on this time. All I could think was, what the hell was that noise? I went to the kitchen to grab my flashlight from under the sink, and I went a quarter of the way down the stairs with the flashlight beaming down to the bottom, and I saw the rocking chair moving, and someone was sitting in it.
Oh, God.
It was an old woman with gray, curly hair, glasses, and she was dressed in a pink nightgown. Her head slowly turned to be looking up at me. I gasped and left the basement, closing the door this time. I don't know what I was immediately thinking at that point. All I knew was I had to call the police. But when they came, they searched the whole basement with me, and we didn't find anyone. There were also no hidden compartments or exits down there where she could have escaped through.
That's cat.
At a certain point, the cops started looking at me like I was crazy. I knew it. And pretty soon they left. I had the contact details of the son of the couple who owned the house before me. So I called him up around 8 or 9 p.m. and described the lady to the best of my ability. He sounded shook and started to cry over the phone and said I just perfectly described his mother and her favorite nightgown. He said he'd be right over. He got to the house within the hour and we went downstairs together. He seemed to be in shock the whole time. I could see his hands shaking. He ended up leaving with the rocking chair after a while of talking with me and being very emotional. It may have been emotional for him, but it was the scariest thing I could have possibly ever witnessed with my own eyes.
Nah. That's probably one of the least scariest things that you could have witnessed with your own eyes. It could have been a whole lot worse that you could have witnessed with your eyes. So much worse. I guarantee you that. You just got lucky.
Well, stands to be. I kept the basement door locked 24/7 after that. I'd be scared to do laundry for months. But after half a year of nothing happening, it wasn't that bad. I only lived in that house a year and a half, though.
You could have just went to a laundromat. Just wash your clothes there. You got options, nigga.
When I was 12 years old, my family moved to a new house in the countryside of Louisiana, located near a small village. We'd always lived in rural areas, definitely grew up unfamiliar to the city lifestyle or anything even remotely close to that. The property was 3 acres and very private. On the second night at the house, our dog Parker, who would sleep in my room.
Oh no, okay. Wow. Okay, so I forgot. So my homegirl Liz, she told me that she watched this video, right? And then she DM'd me and she was like, story number 3 has a dog in it. But when she took, so I was like, all right, cool. Thank you for letting me know. And then some time went past. I forgot that she told me that. And so now, fast forward to, like right now, when he said dog, I don't know why I jumped like that. It wasn't because of the cat. I think it was because he said dog. And that's about to put me in a whole state right now. That's about the dog god. Fuck. Emotions, they starting to creep up right now.
Started barking and growling in the middle of the night. When he saw that I sat up in my bed, his tail started wagging, but he'd continue to bark and growl. I couldn't tell what he was looking at though. He was just looking towards the corner of the room.
Man.
I checked the closet and nothing. So I told Parker to shut up, and he did.
It's not nothing.
But I did keep hearing him lift his head off his bed every once in a while, reacting to something. The next day, an older man came and knocked on the front door. My dad answered while I was in the living room watching cartoons. I heard the whole interaction. The old man introduced himself as Gene, the next door neighbor. My dad told me to come over and introduce myself, so I did. Gene seemed very kooky and aloof.
Wow.
Even my 12-year-old self could realize that. But he seemed nice, I guess. The next day, I was in the backyard playing Pokemon on my Game Boy. My dad...
What person you know who's cuckoo is nice? No. That nice shit goes out the window. I don't care who I meet. If that person is cuckoo, I'm going to do my best to try to stay the hell away from that person that's cuckoo. Because I don't care if you're nice. I don't care if you're pretty. I don't care if you're sexy. I don't care if you're smart. I don't care. Like, if you're cuckoo, you cuckoo. Like, I'm not, I'm keeping my distance 6 feet. Which I think is relatively still close.
I was in the front of the house mowing. The rest of my family wasn't home. Oddly enough, over walks Gene wearing the farmer's hat and overalls, talking to me in his thick southern accent, asking what I was up to. He actually sat down at the table with me, which made me uncomfortable, especially considering he just walked into our backyard. Albeit there was no fence separating the front and backyard.
Wow.
But still, I told him I was playing Pokemon, and he knew what it was. Immediately making Pikachu noises, trying to be funny.
That's weird.
It was just unsettling. I started to realize there really was something off about this guy.
Yeah.
My dad came to the backyard with a lawnmower, then turned it off when he saw Gene sitting next to me. He approached us and said hello with a smile, but I could tell based on my dad's face and tone that he was slightly confused what he was doing in our backyard. He never asked him that, but my dad told me I needed to go inside and wash the dishes. I knew he was trying to get me away from him. A few minutes later, my dad came in and asked me if Gene just walked into our yard, and I said yeah. That's when he told me he didn't want me around that guy anymore, and to let him know if I saw him again. It wasn't until a few nights later that I woke up to Parker growling and barking again. This time he was looking at the window. I got up to open the window just to hear if something was going on out there. Quickly after opening the window, without seeing anybody out there, I heard Gene imitating Pikachu noises again, in his creepy old man's voice. I ran out of my room screaming Dad repeatedly. When I told my dad Gene was outside my window, he stormed outside to check. And when he couldn't find him on the property, he went to Gene's house next door. But here's the twist. That Gene guy didn't live next door. An older woman answered the door and had no idea who he was. So my dad went to every single neighboring house, and nobody had ever heard of a Gene.
Wow.
My dad called the police to report the man. Police said they would be on the lookout for him, and it even made the news. We never again saw or heard from Gene, or whatever his real name was.
You know, just because you never saw or heard from Gene ever again doesn't mean this mother clucker is chewing on my iPhone cord. And I have 2 iPhone cords. One I keep in the house, and then one I keep in the car. And I'm the type of person to only... I'm not bougie. But I just like name brand stuff. Kind of. For the most part. Like 90% of the time. So like, phone chargers, I would definitely get only iPhone chargers. I know they're expensive, but yeah. I don't know why, I just do. Same thing if I had an Android, which I would never have an Android, but if I had an Android, I would just get an Android, charger. But this mother clucker is just, he's really just messing with my iPhone charger. Like, come on. You already, I might have to get me a new iPhone charger. Which is crazy because it's like, I got these headphones right here. They still work, I think. And it's like he's doing that. It's like she's doing that shit on purpose. Like she can just chew on this shit, but nah, you wanna chew and mess with my iPhone charger. Look here. There you go. Take that. Take it. Yes. There you go. There you go. But yeah, what I was saying, just because you haven't heard from Gene or saw Gene, doesn't mean that he hasn't seen you. Just saying. He can be watching you the whole time. We just never know. But he was low-key pedophile. Again, with the iPhone charger. I just gave you some, cheap-ass fucking... Somebody told me in the comments that, when cats start to, be a nuisance or try to be a problem or running all over the goddamn place, that they're tired. This is gonna suck because I'm gonna definitely have to get me a new iPhone charger. Story number 1. I think it could have been settled if you just Adidas walked the attic, but you didn't. And that was crazy. You was a whole person in that motherfucker. Story number 2, nope. Just build a house from the ground. Tear that old house down and build you a new one. and everything in the mother cluck as far as the furniture and everything in there is new. The cat just did that. The cat just did that. The cat. Hey, no! Man, I take the brr out of you. I don't know how to purr. So, should I just give the cat this charger? And just say cluck it and just, I'm gonna just give him one. Here, just take this. Fuck it. But I really feel like when I get a new charger, that mother clucker is gonna be on my new shit. Oh, that shit's still crooked. I think it's crooked. But yeah, just tear everything down and just yo, cats' eyes are so weird. I've been talking about cats this whole goddamn video. That's crazy. But yeah, just tear everything down in that old house, build it from the ground up, and just get everything new. Everything new. And I feel like with story number 3, I feel like Gene was just a pedophile. And sus. So your dad just did the right thing by just keeping you away from him. But yeah. Keep it cool, keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy. My family.